So you went home to Nottingham?
Yeah, so I went home to Nottingham. I went to the studio on Friday night. I was going to say on the EP on the I was going to say on the podcast. I've got an EP coming out. So in January, if anyone interested, I got 6 songs coming out. I got 1 song, like a freestyle kind of track, coming out on Friday.
That's our advertisement for this episode, by the way.
That's the ad.
Randolph even took off the labels of our water, so there's no free adverts.
I saw someone else do it, and I was like, "That's smart, you know. That's smart." And they look nicer. To be fair, it makes it, you know, no one's focused on it as much. Anyway, so I went to studio on Friday night with Matt from Citrus Clouds, and we were up quite late working on a track. So I didn't get home until like 3ish. I didn't sleep until 5. I got home, I sort some thumbnails out, I'd sort of a few bits out. So I didn't sleep until 5. And I knew I had to get up by 8:30 to get the train to Nottingham for the Forest match. So I had 3 hours sleep. So I was really, really, really tired that day. I was running on 0 batteries. That's not what they're saying, right?
No.
There's some sort of saying with batteries, though, on how you feel less energetic. I was running empty.
Running empty, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was running on empty then. Anyway, so we got home. Looking forward to the game. You know, Forest have done well this season. You know, more than we usually do. We've got a great manager, a great team in the playoffs. So I'm thinking everything's going well. We lost a game at home, the last game I went to. Then we had that game where we were beating Millwall 2-1, ended up being 2-2. So missed out on a few points there. Then we had the game on Tuesday night, which I didn't go to. That was at home. My dad went to that. Forest were winning the whole game on top of them, and then Middlesbrough got a penalty, and it was 1-1. So we had a few results that are not really in our favour, especially considering, you know, Leeds and West Brom were just flying at that point. Something we really need to capitalise, get to this game, and think, right, we have. This is not just every game's a must win, but this is a must win to get us back on track. We lose the game 4-0, and we're 4-0 down at half time. They score a goal in the 8th minute. That's something like the 13th minute. And it's going awful, right? I never leave games early. I always think there's always a chance. Like, I paid money to be here. You know, I'm here enjoying the day with my dad. I'm always like, there's no point leaving early. There's no reason to leave early. But this game, I did leave. I left like 75 minutes.
It's poor.
To the game.
That's poor. But what if something happened in that last 15 minutes?
But it wasn't the result.
What if someone scored goal of the season right there?
Then yeah, I'd be disappointed. But it was more the fact that it wasn't because we were losing. It was because we were just disrespectful. The way they were playing was it's the worst performance I've ever seen from Forest, because they were just disrespectful. Like, it was just weird. Like, they were just playing so bad that they didn't even like. They didn't look like they cared to be there. You know, so I'm like, if you don't care to be there, then I'm not going to care to watch you. You know, and I hate it when people leave early, because I'm always thinking, you know, something could happen. You know, I'm here to support my team no matter what. Obviously, I still support Forest no matter what. Like, I'm still happy for them. Hopefully, we get back on track. But I just felt like the performance was just awful. Like, at the half time, I was like, you know what? If they come out in the second half, score a goal, or just fight for the game, it'll be great, you know. And I think that's okay. But they didn't do that. They came out looking like even worse than the first half, you know. So it was awful. Shout out to Sheffield Wednesday though. The fans were singing the whole game. They were very entertaining and very sick. They played fine. They played good. It wasn't even they weren't even playing sick either. Forest were just. It was honestly, it was so bad. I don't know how a team could play that bad.
I mean, it could be worse. You could have thrown a lead.
Yeah. So in that game, I was thinking, please don't let Leeds win, because this is all we need. This is all we need. You know, Leeds are flying, Forest are struggling. And I'm like, all we need then is Leeds to continue. So, but then I saw at half time, you guys are winning, and I'm like, okay, here we go again. And then you guys fell apart.
It's 3-0 up. 3-0 up, and they scored like 68th, 82nd, and 88th or something like that. And they got a red card before that third goal as well. I'm like, surely once the red card happens, everyone's there like, cool, hold the ball. We have an extra man.
Exactly. That's what happened at Millwall, I think. Millwall didn't get... Yeah, I think Millwall got placed on top. I can't remember.
That should have been so easy.
Yeah, Forest scored at like the 80th minute at 2-1. I'm thinking, all you have to do there is hold on. Put everything behind the ball, just hold on. And then they didn't. So yeah, I mean, I saw the lead score at 3-2, and I was like, they're still going to win that game, but you didn't. So I'm happy.
You're not. I was sat in the restaurant just refreshing it every 2 seconds.
It's worse when you don't watch the game as well in situations like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're still doing bits.
Yeah, but now it's Christmas.
Yep.
It's Christmas, and that's where Leeds always flop it.
Well,
watch will come 8th.
Yeah, Forest will either do awful until Christmas, then do good afterwards, and then it's too late, or they'll do great until Christmas, and then they flop. Because they're doing bad in December before Christmas, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe this could just be a little bit a blip, and we're back at it. But what I wanted to ask you though is, you see how Forest were 10 points behind Leeds. Okay. In the Championship, you could still see Forest closing that gap, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But when Liverpool are 10 points ahead, you just think they've won the league.
Yeah. Championship, best league in the world. Championship.
no,
best league.
it is like the obviously the
It's like-
football.
Josh keeps asking me. He's like, "Oh, if Leeds do go up though, you're still gonna like say this all the time. You're still gonna say Championship's the best league."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, it's not the best. It's the most entertaining."
You still say that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I think people always get it twisted when someone says, "Oh, it's the best league in the world." Not quality. Like obviously, the quality of football is not the best in the world. Especially certain teams can be scrappy, but that's why it's fun because you've got teams trying to play. You've got teams being scrappy. You've got teams that every year are brand new. You can the squad of one team could be completely different the next year because of loans and all this stuff. It's just it's the most entertaining. It's the most competitive, I believe. It's just a great
but
league.
you've got what 3 teams going up, 3 teams coming down,
Yeah.
plus 3 teams going down, 3 teams coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 6 new teams in the league,
Yeah.
and there's 24, not 20.
Yep.
So
Yep,
every
yep.
year is like drastically changing.
Yeah, and the playoffs as well. Playoffs keep it interesting. I'd say I would rather watch a. You know how you get the games in the Premier League that aren't that great.
Yeah, if they don't involve the standard top 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking like a Villa v Wolves,
Wolves, I enjoy this year because they're playing for good football. But say if it was like,
Everton.
even Everton, I still enjoy.
Okay, I'm trying to think of another
I'm
two.
saying, I don't want to offend anyone, right? But say, okay, Newcastle, Burnley.
Okay.
Not offending any of your fan base there, but I'm just saying, I think I would rather watch like a derby. I don't know if I said derby. Derby versus Forest. Okay, no. Okay, I'd rather watch like a QPR versus Leeds in the Championship
Yeah.
than a Burnley versus Newcastle. And I think it's because in the Premier League, you have the top 6, 7 now. You have the bottom relegation fight. 10th, 11th, 12th for me is always just kind of like, I don't know what's going to,
Yeah.
In the Championship, things are always so competitive and they're always so close that
If Leeds
It's always a
were,
big game.
If Leeds were 12th right now, I'd be like, we could still get playoffs easy.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Whereas Premiership, if you're 12th right now, you're probably thinking, actually, well, this year, to be fair, it's
Anything
'cause-
can happen.
I guess it's because playoffs. Even though you're still going for like
True.
Champions League spot and Europa League spot, I just don't think they.
No, that's true. It's the playoffs because, for example, in the Premier League, you have top 4 going in Champions League. Okay, but you'll say 1, 2, 3. Say you got first, second, and third. In the Championship, if you win the playoffs, you've technically come third, right? In a way,
Yeah.
even though you're not third,
You could come
still go
sixth,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, so you could be 12th all season, win 5 in a row, just
Get
grab
sixth.
6th, and then you could win the playoffs and become third. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and
Whereas
then you're in the
League-
Premier League and you've got a good like 3 years.
yeah,
Because even if you get relegated next season, you
balloon
get the-
payments. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are, so the getting promoted is huge.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess that's why.
yeah. But yeah, the Premier League, nothing really happened much. I mean, City beat Arsenal. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, I missed the first like 10 minutes, I think. What? Yeah. Did I?
That's the first. Did you see Kevin De Bruyne's goal at the first one?
I didn't watch that goal live, but I've seen it.
It's ridiculous, right?
So good.
And I want to say I was watching that game, and Arsenal are bad right now. They're not great, but that game wasn't even about Arsenal not being great. It was just City and especially De Bruyne just being unreal.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who's a City fan, and I love tormenting him. I love teasing him about City because even though they're great, I always just say they're awful, and he gets so mad by it. I'm like, obviously I'm joking because but De Bruyne, like, he's unreal.
He does make it so easy.
He's
Like the second goal he scored.
yeah.
It's
yeah.
just so calm.
Yeah, like you can see him there. He's about to shoot, and you know it's going to go in.
Yeah.
It's like that was his first ever brace for City,
Really?
or in the Premier League. I saw a stat, and I'm like, I don't believe it.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, even let us know in the comments or tweet
Because
me.
he almost
Like,
got a hat trick as well.
yeah,
That save was sick.
yeah. To be fair to Arsenal, Leno is a great keeper.
Yeah.
He's a very good keeper. But that first goal and the second goal as well, where he crossed it to Sterling, like I think it was Chambers, the Arsenal defender, who just left him. Like I'm like, you don't leave De Bruyne. Like
Yeah.
he had 3 players surrounding him, took a touch, beat them all, crossed it in. Sterling just poked it in. Fam, you know what I'm so annoyed at? You know, I've had a big trouble with fantasy football this year, right? I've been struggling. The reason I've been struggling is because I left Salah in my team for about 5-6 weeks. He did nothing. And the issue with Salah, it's not like the issue with Salah is that he's got Mane there. So it's like you usually only pick one of the two, right? If I'm going to pick, so I'm like, they're both similar. They're both scoring as many, a lot of goals. If I knew as soon as I take Salah out and put Mane in,
Salah was not scoring.
yeah. So I was holding off, and it's like, week 3, Salah does nothing, week 4 does nothing, so it's like week 5 does nothing. So I'm like, you know what, it's finally time, Mane's cheaper as well, let me put Mane in.
Swap them.
And
then
Salah
Salah
scores, gets an assist, and he's in the team of the week this week. So I'm like, I can't win. This year I just can't win. But I had De Bruyne, so at least I've got some some joy this time. It's the first time in the fantasy football where my the arrow, the arrow has been green. Obviously, you go up or down in the leagues. I've gone up. I'm still 2 millionth in the world, which is awful.
That is really bad.
It's awful. I saw a stat where it was something like there are X amount of teams that have just had a team since day one and never changed it. And I think I'm behind a lot of them, which is just depressing.